campus cluster.
My name is Kristen and I'm in the college cluster.
Philip Rice. I'm one of the leaders of the campus cluster.
Our cluster is mostly college-age students, but this semester we have some families with us too, which is really exciting.
The campus cluster is a group focused on the equipping of the college students at OU, and it's a community, a small knit community of people learning to follow Jesus, to respond to the things that we hear him saying, and doing it together, breaking bread together and hanging out together. Really just, trying to discover what it is to follow Jesus together.
My friend was going, and so I just kind of followed him. And then I didn't stop coming.
Which is just the atmosphere. Just being there, it was really just an atmosphere of unity. And I had been to a lot of different organizations and meetings, but for whatever reason, just the Normcon College cluster, even before it was the campus cluster technically, it was just really distinguishable in that you really felt like the people actually loved each other and didn't just go through the motions every week, and it seemed like people actually lived out and pushed each other to live out the things that they talked about. And so even having grown up in the church, I never ever experienced anything like that, so I really couldn't help but come back, and it's been great.
I saw, in college cluster and campus cluster, I met people for the first time who were really in love with Jesus, who had given their lives completely to him. And
They really cared about you and really wanted to know you, and they really cared about your relationship with the Lord. It wasn't just a social event.
Kind of our overarching view for the semester and even for the school year on equipping our cluster and the love for the Lord and love for each other and love for those around us that don't know Jesus is really to take each piece to live out all these things, not simply to teach about them, but to teach them in the actual cluster and D group setting, and then to replicate those things by the way that we live our lives.
Kind of the defining moment, just being in campus cluster for me, wasn't so much a specific instance, but just over the period of time. I guess being equipped and then realizing that I could also equip.
I think for me the biggest thing is just the love that I've experienced. Campus cluster, believe it or not, coming in to Norman Community, I wasn't the biggest yay God person. I was actually pretty angry, but I mean, just the way everyone loved me and really softened my heart and really helped me to feel the Lord's love.
that really caused me to fall in love with Jesus, and seeing people running after him made me want to run after him with them. And I don't know, it just made me fall more in love with Jesus and just want to give myself completely to him and to his mission and to his kingdom, as opposed to just making it a part of my life.
The thing that I really appreciate about the campus cluster is it is such an equipping cluster, a place where people can catch a vision for what the Lord is doing in their lives, and really to send them out to different clusters. We've sent several clusters, have multiplied off of ours already over the past few years.
And it's just really neat to see, just to feel this atmosphere of prayer, of common believers coming together for a common purpose. And I think that's been huge, just in kind of establishing the sense of spiritual family within the campus cluster.
My favorite thing about cluster is worship. I don't know, worship's really real at campus cluster. And
The people, the relationships that I've made there, and just I don't know, the depth that's in those, and the way I've seen Jesus change me and the people that I'm around, the way I can see, I guess the way the Lord's moved and the things that he's done, it's just really exciting to me, seeing how much has changed in my life and in the lives of my friends that I've been walking through college with.
Just being in, I guess, the campus cluster made me realize that I was needed and that I could contribute something, and just that knowledge made me more willing to do it, to to share the gospel with people, to just be encouraging to others and serve others. And I think that definitely does reflect just with a lot of the fruit that you see with people. The fact that you can get guys together on a Thursday night and all pray together and have that be something, you know, not out of obligation, but something that everyone's seeking, or being willing to just bring up things maybe that were never made vulnerable before, just among what might have been considered complete strangers or other college students who aren't necessarily, you know, professional ministers or counselors. It's just awesome to see that, and it's just really encouraging to know that just this atmosphere and this community can just kind of bring people to realize things that they can do themselves that maybe they were scared to do or didn't even realize they had the option of before.
Let's hear what the Lord is saying and let's respond to those things.